Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me make sure my audio is on. It is on. Good morning, each and everyone. Let me know if the music is too loud on YouTube, everybody. Good morning, King Carnage, Keegan, Ace, Mel, Maddie. Enjoy life every day with Charlotte Felix. Good morning. Very long name. Good morning, Kim, Susan, Manny. We also got Garden Trader, JC, Carter, and you in the Discord voice chat. Good morning, everybody. And as you've probably already seen, we have fallen pretty heavily. We are below 500. We are currently trading at 499, and we did test 498s. Not to the lower part of it, but we did test them. Good morning, Kid. Good morning, Aloha. Good morning, Mikey. Good morning, Gold Creation. Good morning, VC. In the text chat on YouTube, y'all see the times or no? Does it show y'all the times as well? Damn, every day of the week. What's up, Tobias? I might not be here tomorrow, but I did say I was going to try to be here almost the entire week. Someone goes into chat and put IBM is gapping down. I think almost everything is down. You don't see any times? That's weird. On the text chat for me, it shows times now. It's kind of cool. I can see what time y'all said something now. What's up, Daniho? Good to see you. SMR paid for it. Tomorrow I will lay on the beach in Greece. Nice. Oh, there goes Daniho. And the main game plan for anybody who wants to go check it, it's on the trade floor in Discord. I posted it for free today just because of the size of the drop today. So I just wanted to get that out so everybody had a decent idea. But we're mainly focused on the 498s right here. A loss of that can bring more selling towards 497, 496.20, and 495. Not really crazy targets, but any buying or higher lows or bullish candlesticks that appear above this area, we have to assume that at least 500 and then maybe the first zone right here wants to get tested, right? And we have our previous day lows right here. We don't need to go test this. Technically, testing this and pulling back down more would be sufficient. You don't need to go all the way up to this or this or this, but we'll see. You guys know how the market can be some days. And with the open of this too, I'd like to also talk about the bigger time frame, since we did talk about the projection. And now that we're going to be opening at about 499, we're going to be just above this level. So just remember, of this drop, this is still sitting above the recent low. So just keep that in mind. But we did reject a very, very normal area. We talked about this one yesterday. Good morning, Crash and Wall Street Alley. Good to see you. And I already said Crash. Question for myself and others who may not know: do you count a gap filled in pre-market as being filled? Wait, am I supposed to answer that? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. GM to all my traders. Anyone? Oh, okay. No, I would not count that as filled. I personally don't. I don't count, like, I know we use the pre-market high and pre-market low as other good levels, but I really don't like using the information of pre-market or extended hours, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, if it goes and fills something, I really don't care about that. Like this gap right here, for that to be filled, I don't care if that gets filled in pre-market. That needs to be filled in open market session, and that is due to the lower volume that is occurring in the extended hour session. It's just lower volume. Look, Tobias said the same answer. If pre-market had insane volume, then you could take it more serious. Exactly. It's all about volume. There just isn't enough volume in pre-market, no matter what, to ever give you that substantial reason of like, yeah, I'm going to mark that. That's why we just marked the pre-market high, pre-market low, and then the previous day control point, because there really isn't anything that crazy. And you can backtest it to yourself. I personally backtested extended hours information, and I think it's weak. Now, the extensions of the high and the low, that's something else, but the actual filling of gaps and stuff and pre-market, plus pre-market is part of the gap. Like, I hope you guys know that. Like, it literally cannot be filled in pre-market. That's also another thing. That's probably how I should have answered. It literally cannot fill a gap fill, because that is the gap. The gap that you're seeing is the movement from this candle's closed to this candle's open. So this is the gap. The extended hours information is the gap. What's up, Spicy Pepper? Good to see you. Good morning, E. Good morning, John G. I saw your DM. Thank you for that, by the way. Actually, I need to go test that now. Let me go see if there's any fake Buellers afoot. Good morning, Shaq. Good to see you. And no, as of right now, I'm the only Bueller in chat, so somebody already got that guy. No timestamps? You don't see them either, Eric? Damn. That's so weird. Why do I only get to see them? Here, I'll show you what it looks like. Discord guys are going to be mad confused because they're not even going to be able to see this. But see, mine has like times now. Oh, you know what it is? Go to this. Click on these 3 dots. Yeah, that's what it is. I must have accidentally clicked that. I have to click this for the stream thing. Click that. Huh. I don't know. I kind of like it with the times on. It looks kind of clean. Alright, let's get serious. Let's get serious. We got to pretend like we're serious here. Looks like we are actually going to try to test the lows. We're pretty much testing them right now. On the 1 minute. I am on the 1 minute, just so everybody knows. Might just keep it here for a second and just watch what's going on. Good morning, Candace, and anybody else in the Discord voice chat I might have not seen. Valdora, good to see you. I see you down there. Fancy. If you guys hear any typing, I'll try to actually say what I'm typing at the same time too, but it's going to be because I'm trying to drop updates on the bot. Spy holes. I'm just going to put watch 498.10 to 498.32. As well as, I'm going to be honest, I don't want to mark today's open. I want to mark that high. So let me grab a different screenshot. And just put SPY levels watching 498.10 to 498.32 as well as 499.33. It looks like we are breaking lower. Kind of expected due to how much selling occurred in pre-market. People probably think they're missing out, so they want to bring it down more. A break under this area right here would be fatal. This would probably bring us down to that next area. Excuse me. I was just super thirsty. Good morning, D-Touch, Hot Hands, V. If I missed you, let me know. But good morning to all of you. Pretty sure I got all of you. And we are reacting to the 498.32. Yo, do not type that one, Tobias. You're European, but please do not type that one. He almost typed it. God, dude, YouTube's gonna take this channel down just because of that one comment. God. Thank you, John G, for reminding everybody to hit that like button. I appreciate you. You guys want to check out some other stuff, too, while we're just kind of... Oh, my God, my dog's gonna break my door down. Come in, dude. What is your problem? Yes. Be known. Alright. Back to charting. Jesus. Thought the SWAT team was outside my door. And here are the levels everybody just loves to try to copy online. For SPX. The numbers are a little different than SPY. But the numbers you're going to be looking at today are 49.95 to 49.98. It's about a 3-point range. Any break over 50.11.50 isn't really anything crazy, but it's a good early sign of life by buyers. But what you're really looking for would be a pop over today's open on SPX for buyers. If higher lows can pop up here, that's great too, but we really need to see some better signs of life before turning bullish on anything. Right now, you need to be bearish until proven otherwise. IWM, that poor thing. And just as you thought everything was going to try to be red, what does Nvidia do? Battle the previous day close. That's a wild chart. This might actually be the one to start looking to short. Watch this. If you get lower highs here or anything that rejects here, definitely want to be looking at some shorts, especially if SPY is still headed lower. So kind of watching two things at once right now. But I like that Nvidia look. That's actually good risk reward. AMD, same story. Yes, Boeing, keep going down. We all don't mind you hitting the floor. Yes, EMPH, go down below 100. You know, I'm actually impressed this isn't down more for Netflix due to how much that Meta fell. And you might be thinking, why would that affect Netflix? Does anybody want to answer that question? How would Meta possibly ever affect Netflix? Those companies aren't connected. But how are they connected? You have my picture. Oh my God. I know they use the damn word, but people over here don't think that way. YouTube doesn't think that way. I know it's a word. I'm just saying. That is funny though. Good morning, Billy. Good morning, Bones. Or Bill. Sorry, not Billy. I keep reading the Y. Bones. Good morning. What's everybody? Never mind. Oh, KBR. I almost missed one. Good morning, KBR. Sectors, exactly. They're the exact same sector. You go to SPY, you click Analyze. You'll see that in the... Where are we at? Communication services sector. Sorry, these keep jumbling around. When I first started out, none of these were in this order, except healthcare and tech. Communication services, right here. Meta, Google, Netflix. Your top 3 weights of the communication service sector are related, so that's why we expected more falling from Netflix than we did. But very impressed. They might also already have taken the the big hit already with their own earnings play, so maybe that's why they didn't keep going down as much. Maybe that's a good explanation, but we really don't know. But what I wanted to add is that they are still holding their lows, so it's still something important because they are not. Meta is not at all. Meta is far under their lows. They are not near this at all. So just something kind of cool to think about. That might have a push-pull and effect on each other in the future. Just because they're different positioning in the same sector. Alright, let's zoom this down a little bit. I don't know why I have it up so high. And here we are. This is SPY on the 5-minute. We're still kind of waiting for that 498 break. We haven't gotten any real break lower. We're just kind of chilling where we opened almost. Just a little under it. I think from a risk reward point of view, if you are someone who's trying to go short, you're probably looking for a better retest of something higher up on the chart. But you almost can't deny the break of the 498s. So keep both scenarios on watch. There might be a better risk reward play for you in the future. And yeah, good morning to everybody on YouTube. We're streaming on both Discord and YouTube. Good to see you both. Good morning, Van Dam. Who's this picture in your hand? Hot hands. Here we go. Who am I looking at? The Discord pictures are too small. It's funny too because I believe my boy Leland was looking for a bearish retest at this level, the 50.47s, but we opened so much lower that's gonna take a while. But this is where he was technically looking for a better short position, was the previous day low. That was yesterday when he posted that. Of course, he did not know we would open this much lower. I bet he's gonna be surprised seeing this, or maybe not. It's SPY. Your better short traders are going to definitely be looking for better opportunities than this, that's for sure. They're not going to be looking to buy just any red candle. Make sure you guys have a water or something next to you. Be a little hydrated while we're sitting here. Good morning, Creator. How you doing, man? Right now we're just kind of watching SPY catch a little bit of a bid at the 498s, a little bit expected. Also a little bit of hopium there because I think a lot of us would like to see the price go up a little bit just to give anybody a chance. Whether it's to continuate for buyers or to just give short sellers a better chance, I don't care. This is not a good cost-effective spot for shorts. But buyers are pushing through today's open. They're at today's high, which isn't really saying much, but we are at that 499.33 we talked about. Watch, this is your bearish retest. This is the only discount we get. Oh, okay, hot hands. That makes a lot more sense. I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at this profile pic and I was like, why does this look familiar? But I still don't know who I'm looking at. Thank you for telling me. Something in my brain was going nuts. Yo, good morning, Fool. How you doing? Always good to see Fool jump into the Discord. What's up, D-Touch? Anybody else I might have missed, good morning to you as well. What happened to Cleveland Cliff? Yeah, it must have been earnings. Made to 80% on indie puts, thank God. I got too greedy on my calls yesterday, but now I'm up more than I had first place. My calls were up. Oh, nice, VVS. Good stuff. So actually up from your original plays, too. Good. That's definitely a great feeling. NVIDIA is pumping. Good looks. And yeah, with the strength of SPY, KBR said that. With the strength of SPY, too, kind of just holding its recent lows. If it pushes over 499.33, I actually believe NVIDIA, out of everything, is in the greatest position to continue rallying. Because it really didn't budge much. Apple's actually holding up pretty well, too. If you look, Apple really didn't fall much. This is a decent sign. Whereas you can see Microsoft, they did not hold. Amazon, they did not hold. I didn't really check SMCI, so I can't compare that to NVIDIA. Bank is down. I think another good thing to see too is that Meta is getting some buying after their weakness, considering that they're down so much from their own earnings as well as the overall market. It's weird, we had the other one down but the one up. Okay, J&J is breaking down. I don't really need to check PayPal. Netflix is still getting buying off of 549. This is a very important level. A few days back, this is where they got bought up from. EMPH still heading lower. Good to see. At the moment, we are currently rejecting current day open, current day high. I'm going to turn this back off. Jump this down to 50. God, that just looks so awkward. It's like we're on an island. Good morning, whoever joined. Ash Millie, good morning. Damn, I'm getting good at seeing who joins. And damn, there's a lot of people in chat. Good to see you all. Got 20 people in here. Who's got the coolest profile pic? Let's see. D-Touch has got a pretty good one. By the way, you can add your overnight fib. I just haven't really bothered because it's so far. And we haven't gotten any movement over the high yet. But this is what that fib looks like. One of them lines up inside of a zone. One of them is just on top of a zone. So you almost have it marked naturally. And yeah, sorry if y'all hear that Discord noise. I don't know if y'all hear that not on YouTube, but that's just people joining and coming and going. Good morning, Wall Street Alley. Good morning, Teractus. Good morning. That was it. Never mind. Oh, good morning, Fitz. Green says, I have the best. Oh, I guess you do have one of the better ones. You do. Can't deny Bubbles. Welcome, Mighty One. Good to see you. Good morning, Alexis. Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, Peoples. Damn, there's a lot of people in here now. Right now, everybody, just for a quick update, we're kind of looking to see, does 498s break to give us that continuation of selling, or are we going to get a hold of base here and a pop over the, not just current day open, but also the current day high? I swear, my dog treats me as a hotel. Mernin, Bueller, good morning, fool. Oh, you're in both Discord and YouTube. Real one. One other thing that we were looking at as well was the strength of Nvidia, the strength of Apple, just because they've held up so well from the overnight move from the market, of course. A lot of the earnings plays not really being favorable for the market. News in 10 minutes. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. If you guys have been missing out, definitely go to the Daily Updates channel. Eric's been updating all kinds of news every single day there. Both before market, during market, and after market, I would like to add. The dedication is real. Whoa. I bet a lot of people started buying the dip randomly right there. Now they're getting screwed on that new low. This is a good wait for 30 minutes to pass, 40 minutes, an hour to pass kind of market due to the fact of us opening so much lower. But I would like to add, we do have a bearish retest under today's open, so if you were still short, I mean, you're valid. Like we said in the stream earlier, you should be bearish until proven otherwise. We really haven't gotten that proven otherwise scenario yet. We have yet to see a sign of life from buyers except the first initial buying off of 498s. That's not much. Now watch, they're going to trap people going short. They're going to hold it here. They're going to go back up. They're going to just keep trapping people. They are going to hold the new low though. Be very careful. A dump could happen right here any minute. Oh yeah, you're going to definitely want to see a retest under that before going short again if you're not already short. Don't just randomly short this. That's still holding something, but ever so slightly. I mean, it is barely holding. But all I know is that if they make a fake low here and then pump it here and then reject it and fake again, they just fake two sides, and that creates so much liquidity that this does have a chance of breaking lower and going down to 496.23. That's really my concern, is just seeing where can they create volume. They're not going to be able to just dump from here. It's too obvious. They have to make it less obvious, like we talked about before. Do not wait, Crater. And we are getting a slight close above that level again. That's, again, trapping a lot of people. Screwing a lot of momentum on contracts. Especially for these scalpers. But like I said, with the creation of liquidity right there, this could give us the new lows finally. There's 498.13. Give us that close under and go smack 496 real quick. We are in the 1 minute, just so you know, and there's 1 minute left in this candle. I would like to also add there's 5.5 minutes from now there's news. Thanks to Eric telling us again. Maddie said, got a ton to do today. Think I'm just going to set alerts in peace. Going to miss your voice, boss. Have a great day. You too, Maddie. Thank you. I'd like to see a push below 498.10, then retest of that. Good plan, fool. I mean, what you just said, fool, that is why they're called that. Because 60% of the time they don't work. The percentages are just probabilities. They're all custom. Like a break of something, that's just 40% probability that it will continue in that direction, because that's just the first break. It's not 50% because it's... I'm never going to call something 50-50 unless it's a doji or inside bar. And then the retest is the double of that, and that's just a good way of thinking about things, because that gives you higher probabilities. Because you don't just have the break of something, you have the retest of something. That's why I like this right here, because this creates liquidity. This makes people think like, oh, it's bullish, and then it rejects. And then it comes down, then they hit the lows, and they get bought up again. People are still holding their position because they think it has a chance of coming back up. This is what gives the chart a chance of breaking that low, is because you have those buyers being trapped. And there is the lower open right there. Red flag, you can dump from here if you maintain under 498.10, 498.32. You get a pop over that, there's a very good chance they want to go smack the top of this range again, or maybe create a lower high, who knows. But these are the couple things in front of us right now that we have to be aware of. And yes, I turned my fan down, so hopefully I don't hear that as much. And damn, we got like almost 80 people between the YouTube and Discord stream. I guess you can't count it though, because Fool's in there twice. So we do have a slight open under this. I'd like to add we have news in 3 minutes. So yes, even though this looks great and very high probability for a continued dump to the downside, we do have news in 3 minutes. So be very careful if you are shorting or long or anything right now. We'll wait for that move and then we'll see what happens after, and then we'll probably chart some more stuff too. But right now, SPY is the main focus. I know a lot of you guys are probably just staring at this, or SPX or Qs or IWM. I know a lot of you guys are just looking at the ETFs right now. And I don't blame you. But for anybody who isn't looking at the ETFs or indices, what are you guys looking at? You guys looking at Tesla, Netflix, Meta maybe, Apple, Nvidia? What are the other watches that some of you guys have on? Look at that. They did exactly what I said. Close under, close back above. Just to create liquidity to give us movement. That's all that was for. Now don't be shied away. This can still dump. It's not above anything yet, but just a good sign of life early on with the wick under. By the way, guys on Discord, if you don't want to have to hear that noise every time someone joins or leaves, you can actually turn that off. You just have to go to your settings. I don't remember where exactly it's at, but it is in your settings. I will probably go turn that off soon too. But in case that is annoying you, and the noise of someone joining and leaving over and over, I don't blame you. That picture is sinful sitting there. Nobody's watching anything? Okay. No problem. Happy draft day, by the way. Good luck tonight. Hey, thank you for that. Thank you. I'm already hyped, so can't wait. Yeah, no, sinful. That was it. I was asking what everybody was watching stock-wise. Nobody heard me, I guess. Looking to see if we get a break of the new low of day, or a hold of these two levels we have very close together on our chart. Now, they can do anything because they do actually have the movement now. So the reason I like this is because you actually got a good break under and they close back above. So this is trapping both bull and bear. But remember, trend is down right now. We have lower highs, we're down, open wise. We have nothing but lower highs. There's no reason to be bullish here yet. Yet, highlight that word. The news should be coming out. It is. Looks like pending home sales month over month come out. What else? Yeah, that was it. This morning we had jobless claims and GDP quarter over quarter come out. And then you had some PCE data. And there's your new low of day. Like I said, you should be bearish until proven otherwise. Figured we'd have a little bit of jump roping around our two levels right there just because of, like I said, the creation of liquidity. They just need to fake people out so it's not obvious. So they have the movement. They need to be able to move. They can't go down if everybody's saying it's going to go down. They can't go up if everybody's saying it's going to go up. It's literally impossible. It's mathematically impossible. Someone has to be wrong for this price to move. Just as dip buying looked good too. But there's your new low, 497.66. If you want to aim for something in between this, you like having a billion targets, I don't blame you. I'm the same way. 497.15 is a good in between. That's just grabbing a halfway point with a fib from this level to this level. Nothing fancy. So you could also just guess and say 497 because it's a good flat number in between. Let's see if we get that. A stronger retake of the 498.30s, 498.50s, kind of over where this high got rejected, that would be a good sign of life by buyers. But until then, we have to assume bears are still in complete control. Good job, King Carnage. He said he's up 33% on Poots. Y'all got pick 30? Damn. Ashbilly's watching AMD. Good looks. That's a great one to watch. And another new low is made. Good job, King Carnage. I like that you're getting out because I really don't think it's smart to be overly bearish today due to the movement. I think it's a great thing that you just took profits. You might look at this now and be like, oh, that's so early. But it was planned, and I'm proud of that. You should be proud of that too. That's a calculated trade you just took. Great job. The power of the current day open level. Yes, sir, Alexis. Telling you, man, all the best trades have been coming from that level every single day. I've been spouting this for what feels like forever, but it's been a few years now. But the current day open is definitely one of the best levels you can look at. I don't have that perfectly marked. I was just marking that first initial high. So my level is off. If you're looking at that and you're wondering why your level's off by a few cents, that is why. I am the one who put it there, not the right level. King Carnage said, I'm trying to take profits earlier. Found myself addicting to hitting targets to the penny, and it screwed you a few times. I won't say what you said. No, and that's good, because you got to remember about the momentum of contracts. You don't want to be the guy who's taking profit and being OCD at your target. You want to be taking profits towards your target like you just did, and I'm very proud of that. Good job, King Carnage. Get some green candlesticks in the chat for him. I made it. Good morning. What's up, Fake Mojo? I knew you would make it, I had no doubt. And welcome anyone in the Discord who I might not have welcomed yet. Should have welcomed everybody in here, though. Rob Taylor, good to see you. Joyful, good to see you. Damn! Kevo is trading to the peak right now. Like, he is the mountain peak right now. Oh my lord, he had a lot of contracts on that. Remember, we're still bearish until we see a push beyond that, whatever this is, 498.56. Have to remain bearish. And even then, even when we get above that, you're really still not that bullish, just because we are still under today's open. You're still under what is a lower high trend. You are still under the highs. All right, what's happening with IBM? Because he keeps saying IBM is down. They must be down a lot more than everyone else. Okay, they're down 10%. Nothing too shabby. Is it a lot? Yes. That is a lot. King Carnage said, and thank you guys for putting the green candlesticks. He put, every time I approach a level, I hear you saying to take profits while approaching a low. Good. Good, I'm haunting you. That's a good thing. Good job, Kevo. Large majority of his position already taken profits. He closed the rest at 5%. Even with this move up, he got out green on that. 498.50 is key. Man, he is on fire in chat. Y'all just need to read. He's posting everything. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. I like that. Kevo's on it in the trade floor. His gains are on it, but his game plans are even more on it. So correct. There's a lot of you guys like that too. Like, you might not be making the same gains as Kevo, but you guys are all making the same callouts. Just trust yourself a little more. If you're someone who's been looking at the levels this long, you should trust the levels and yourself a little more than that. Are you making $1 billion in gains? No. But that shouldn't be what, like, unmotivates you. You should be hella motivated after your levels working perfectly at day in, day out, day in, day out. If you're the variable that's becoming wrong here and there, that's amazing, because that's something you can work on. Imagine someone who gets into the market and they don't have control of themselves and their strategy sucks. That's two variables they have to work on. You only have to work on one. Sorry, if you're squeaking, that's my chair. So far it is. It's helped a ton. Kevo killing it. Retrading in the zone. That's my new Bible. Jesus, sinful. Alright, everybody's in a good mood in chat, so that's good. Mikey. I gotta see what Nvidia is doing. That thing really impressed me this morning. It just looks ready to launch to the 820s. I mean, of course, as long as it holds like 804 and this, basically all these wicks, but it just looks like a rocket ship ready to launch up to the 820s. 820 at least, 822, 825 is a higher target. But it looks ready. I think the only thing it's missing is if SPY stays green. SPY stays green and controls this 90% entry and moves up more. I think you see Nvidia 820s today. What are these weird candles on Delta Airline? Why are they gapping on the 5 minute? Alright, we won't question it. We won't question it. AMD also looking like a rocket ship. I say that just because they have this nice impulse move. They get this little pullback, holding it, curling up. I just like the price action look. Pretty obvious supply above their head though. Let's look at our sectors real quick. So we can see tech is breaking above today's open, possibly seeing an open range breakout to the upside. Healthcare is just continuously selling off. They just look like they're going to keep doing that until we see some basing. So give that some time. Banks are on the same story. We do have a little bit of basing on discretionary. This is your Tesla, McDonald's, Home Depot sector. Geez, I can't speak. Amazon, all that good stuff. And then here's comms, your Netflix, Meta, Google sector. Kind of switching between SPY and Nvidia, just because those are the main two I've been talking about just now. Damn, that is getting some nice movement. J&J just broke 147, waiting for the retest. Good looks, Mikey. Sinful said Nvidia is breaking out of the heart is in the way, but I think that says 1 minute with volume. SPY, pretty nice movement. I really don't think Nvidia has any chances of not hitting 820s now. I think it is definitely going to hit that now. Go back in the stream. I talked about how important it would be to make a new low and to close back above just for liquidity. And I did it once for a little bit of movement for a second new low. That was impressive. But that is what's causing most of this, is the fact that there's probably a lot of money sitting short right now. And as they break back above the invalidation point that we talked about, at least 498.50s area, it's creating a lot of good buying. Like I said, if any of that happens, it's most likely just to send us up to either this level or to maybe make a lower high. Now, if we surpass this level, that's clearly bullish. I think we can all agree on that, retest or not. But if they just get down here, or get up here, sorry, and make a lower high, this might be the better risk reward for more shorts. I went into chat and I said, or he said sheesh in videos, and I said good, give us 820s, and he put no, I want it to die, and I put oh, I meant 720s. Damn, I thought SPY would drop more, at least to 497, sold for 10%, lost on that trade. Oh well, that's a good loss though, fool. That's a good loss. 10%, dude, that's amazing. You know how many people in here will be happy with the 10% loss over taking an 80% loss because they couldn't swallow their pride? Great job, fool. It went against you. It didn't give you the continuation you desired, but you also were able to cut your trade. You didn't just sit there and cope. You didn't just sit there and hope and pretend that it's not going against you. Great job cutting it for a loss that you are able to get back. No. That's his name. That's why I want him to change his name, because I'm tired of saying fool, because somebody who might just be listening is going to be like, damn, is Bueller talking shit to somebody? He said, yes, that same position is down like 50% now. See? What's better, a 10% loss or a 50% loss? That's kind of a no-brainer. Great job, fool. You better change your damn name, by the way. Somebody come up with an alias for him. And then he's going to be like, no, I don't want to change it. Because you are not a fool to us. A fool does not take losses at 10%. A fool takes losses at 99% because he let it expire. Good post by Ace Ventura in the Discord. God, I can't speak. Loof. Yeah, just do fool backwards. He said it bothers Bueller, so I keep the name. Okay. Mr. Shadow said Jester. I would rather say Jester too. Fool is too obvious, you know? Jester, there's a little bit work in there. Good hints and tips, honestly, for trading on the trade floor. A lot of really cool information by members of the group. It's really cool because, like, now we're in a part of the group where, like, you got a lot of mixing and mashing of experience. There's people who are very new to the system and they're getting the right way of looking at it the first time, and then you got a mix of people who have been here for a long time, who've gone through the rough and have back tested the strategies over and over and over again and have really figured out what they're comfortable with, and they're adding their experience into the chat. So you have a lot of cool mixing and mashing happening in the chat now, because there's a load of people who know what they're doing, and then I'd say there's a lot of people who are very smart and are willing and hungry, and they're just looking for a place to be. Did it hit 820 already? Don't lie to me. Oh, wow. There it is. 820s. Alright, I will not bother y'all with NVIDIA more, but the last update on this that I'm going to give is if it does push over this area, watch for 830s. I wouldn't look past that today. That is just, you are begging for too much there. But if it does get a good rejection here and SPY ends up getting weak, be very careful. But as of right now, SPY's looking good, NVIDIA's looking good, so you have no worries right now. But I'm just giving you that precautionary measure for the future. Because, you know, why not? Why not have a failsafe? And good job, Mel. He said it multiple times in the stream that he would love to see buyers take over. Great job. He's up 16%. Good mentions. And this right here is what I was trying to talk about earlier, just that fake low being made. This happens all the time on the bigger time frames as well. Those I call them fake lows because it does make a good breakout. It does go hit good levels, and then it just rips right back up. And a lot of people think like, oh, that's the market screwing us over. Like, no, as I said before, this is the market creating that opportunity. If they don't make this fake low and everyone is super bearish, it's not going down. It's going to go up. Vice versa. Also, guys, and great mention by a few of you, we have had multiple breaks of current day open now and a hold over on the 1 minute. and your 5 minute just closed. So technically you have your first close over. But be very careful, as this is just the first push over and it's off of a nice bounce from the lows. So it might need a better sustained move first before moving up more. Might need a better retest, since this is just the first. But great updates by a lot of you. And yo, Fake Mojo, thank you for all the tweets and stuff on X, man. I appreciate that. I try not to check that toxic app too much, but every time I do, man, I always see you saying some pretty cool things, so I appreciate that. But yeah, that app is a cesspool. If you stay off your social media, you'll trade better, I promise you. It's crazy the opinions that are thrown on there. And it went from like a really cool community of like everybody telling each other what they're doing to let's all talk shit to each other. So I try not to be on there too much anymore. Everybody's just copying each other and then roasting each other. It's very disgusting. My bad, you're on the 5 minute, you said? 940. Oh, you're probably talking 840, huh? Wait, from the 9:45 minute candle. Right, so 8:40 my time. No, this would not be a 90%. This would be, this is what we would call a 90%. The way it broke under and then closed back above. And this is what I was trying to explain. I just wasn't calling it a 90% entry because I wanted you to understand the mechanics of why it works like that. But yes, that would be correct right here. Not 940 though. At like 9 and 9:05 on the 5 minute. 9 to like 9:10. So it's nothing crazy yet, but it's just showing you, look, the low is made, the retake is made. But we still have more to look for. But yes, you are correct about that right here. Good indication on patterns too. I mean, it's a nice wick up here. And nothing crazy on this candle, but the next candle very strong. If you guys have premium or lifetime, I would keep those levels that Leland added in that Bueller Leland TA channel. I would make sure you still have those if you're someone who's going to be watching SPY or SPX super heavily today. I was looking at those and they are still very valid. Oh, were you talking about over here? Yeah, but he said 940. 940 hasn't happened yet. 840 is back here. He was talking about this, I think. I thought he meant here too at first, Valdora. Not gonna lie. I thought he meant this first too. Because that kind of faked me out too. I was like, wait, does he mean this? But no, we have some nice buying happening now. It's just not really retaking much. All we've gotten over was today's high and today's open, which is a great sign. Like I said, we need to see a good sign of life above these levels to get any more buying. But one candle by itself isn't going to do much, so give yourself some more time. Oh, Fool's typing. Or Loof is typing. Oh, okay, Fool. I see what you mean. Yeah, no, you're looking for candle closes on those. But I do like I like where your head's at, though. I like where you're looking. Because you're still right. You're just... That's just not what we label it as, but you're still right. Damn, Nvidia's really up 24 now. That's crazy. Tesla's still holding 165. That's a good sign. It's funny, we have all these like bearish days or all these like bullish days and or sideways days, and Tesla just dies, right? The market falls off a cliff. Tesla's like, you know what? I think I feel like going up today. No problem, fool. Thank you for asking. And how has everybody's week been? It's almost an hour from the open, and it's Thursday. How has everyone's week been? This is the 4th day of the week. How has y'all's week been? But regardless of the live streaming or not, or you being by yourself, I'm just talking about everything in general. How has your week been? Have you felt like you're in control? Did you feel a little bit more comfortable? Do you guys feel like you still have no grip on anything whatsoever? Just give me an update on where you're at. You don't have to sit here and be like, yeah, I'm profitable. I'm not I'm not asking about that. I don't care if you're profitable or not. That's not what I'm asking. I'm talking about you as a trader. How do you feel? Been a great trading week, King Carnage says. Good. Probably the most stress-free in a while. That is what I want to hear. It's not about if you're being right or not. We can work towards that. But we got to be comfortable. We got to be able to look at our system during the market, regardless of the movement up or down. Good morning, Leland, by the way. The man, the myth, the legend is here. I was just telling everybody that if they have access to make sure they are looking at your levels from last night's post. Even though we gapped under most of the ones you posted, they are still very valid, is what I was saying. There's a lot of good retest that can happen on some of those. And some of your levels are showing on that chart still. But I was showing them how you were looking for that 5047 retest. And then we're probably not even going to get it for a while. Need a good buyer move to get us back up there, really. Tractus said, good week so far. Glad I held those SPY 503 puts overnight. I'm glad you did too. You took profit, right? Or do you have runners or something? Shaq said more confident. Good, good. Oh, you close it out. Good. Yeah, damn, we gapped way down, possibly rejecting 5010 now, maybe. And Bill said, I need a one-on-one with you, to be honest. Let's see what you're saying. Because everybody says that, and then we talk it out, and they're like, you know what, Bueller, never mind, I'm fine. He says, and to define some no, if, and, or but rules. Damn, that's a crazy way of saying that. I like how you put that. For myself, because I keep selling out with a loss, and I'm getting in at the wrong time and place. Honestly, Bill, you haven't really been here that long, you know? I don't want to get onto you and be like, well, you're trading the system wrong, because it's like, well, no shit he is. He hasn't been looking at it long enough, you know? So I don't want to really sit here and criticize every individual trade you're taking, because you just haven't been looking at the system long enough, in my opinion. And that's not really like an attack on you or anything. It's just a time thing. So honestly, I would take time to take more mental trades while you're trying to get used to the system that we have here. Unless you're mixing something else on your own, that's cool too. But like I saw you working on the whole 50 moving average. If you look at the date on that, that was made by one of my friends years ago. That's not my system. My system does not involve all that. If you see any of my posts in chat, if you've ever seen any of my videos, I don't do that stuff. I'm a levels guy. I focus on entry types. So I'd say there's two places I want you to do some homework. And then if you want to do a one-on-one, we can. I'm not denying you of that, but I want to give you a chance first, because I just think you haven't given yourself a chance yet, is what I'm trying to say. But Workshop 11, and then in the Discord, which you definitely have access to because you have premium. In the chat, it's called Trading Strategies. It's the second channel in the educational section. If you scroll down, start from the top on that. I want you to study some of these this weekend. And if you're not a swing trader, skip those. Just go to the day trading examples. I have both in there, so sorry for that. But all the ones that say day trade scalp, go practice those. And I have old indicators that I used to use, the 9 EMA, all the other ones that I talked about. You know, it's just stuff to keep you in. But please read through this Trading Strategies channel. It's right here. Oh wait, you're on my Discord stream. But if you go to the educational section, it's the second channel, and you can just study this. And honestly, anytime I feel like I stray away from the system, I come back to this channel because it reminds me, it's like, wait, what am I doing? It's like, I have templates for how I'm supposed to be trading. Why am I not doing that? And it's really just to remind myself. But I feel like you just need 11 in trading. Yes. So Workshop 11. Let me link that to you, man. I'll just link it to you. Don't even worry about it. Let me know if you did find that channel with the trading strategies, though, because I want to make sure you see that. And then share, copy link. So I'll send that link in here, so you have it instantly. But that's the video. I would say that's probably my most important video on my channel that's ever been uploaded, ever. And it's not because of it has views on it. It's nothing like that. It's because it literally covers everything in my system. I think one day when I made this video, I had a lot of questions, like kind of similar to yours, where a lot of people were asking me, like, what do I do? I need a one-on-one. I need to work on this. I need to work on that. This video has everything. This video has how I get my levels. This video has how I navigate my levels, how I trade my levels, the trading types that we take with those levels, and it talks about the staircase method. The staircase method is probably the most slept on thing ever. And that right there, I feel like fixes most people's problems when they start to think in terms of the staircase method, you know, scaling in, scaling out. And not in terms of scaling in, but let's say you have 3 contracts, right? And let's say we do think, let's just look at this chart right here as an example. I'm not saying this happened today. I just want to go over an example. So let's say we were in, we didn't swing puts overnight and we were bearish and we were wanting to take trades, right? I'm just trying to think of a scenario. And let's say, let me go to the 1 minute. Let's say you were bearish under today's open. You're just waiting for a good retest. Let's say you like this retest, you like to push away from it. Bam, you're in 3 contracts, right? Whoops, let me actually highlight the candle. So you're in 3 contracts, right? We're in that mindset. We have 3 right here. We're in the best spot ever. We just got a break under a current day open. We like that this might be a lower high. We're taking the risk, and we see it. We see a clear stop loss. That's my favorite thing about these trades too, is that the stop loss is clear as day. It's clear as day. I mean, you can't ignore it unless you're literally just closing your eyes. Goes down to the recent low. What are we doing? Let's take profit on 1 or 2 of those contracts. Right now we're giving ourselves a chance of, if we do get a break of that next level, of having a skin in the game. And 2, we don't have too much skin in the game because we're not sitting here holding all 3 still. So if it doesn't, it ends up reversing. Well, now I'm just cutting 1 contract for a minimal loss and I'm still green on the day, right? Whereas the person who's buying 3 here, selling 1 here, holding, now they're down. Now they're making less money. And they're actually red. They're not green anymore because more of their contracts are still in this position, right? So which one do you want to be? Do you want to be the calculated trader, or do you want to be the person who's just randomly getting in and out? But I would say Workshop 11 and then that Trading Strategies channel, I would say those 2 mix very well together because it'll reinforce more disciplined rules within yourself. Like you said, you're no ifs, ands, and buts. And I think that's a great way of putting that. Because that's really what it is. It's not really like you're stupid. It's just like, I just need some rules to follow. And then I know where I'm wrong and where I'm right. It's not about being smart or dumb or anything like that. It's just about finding rules and then sticking to them and then seeing where the missing is, where the gap fill is. I did briefs through that one, but I need to spend more time watching it. I would definitely, that's the most important video to me, Bill. I'm gonna be honest. I know it's 44 minutes, but it literally covers everything. Whereas all my other videos, they just kind of cover one topic. That video covers everything in one. And that's why Workshop 11 is regarded as one of the better videos on the channel. Oh, I didn't even think about that, Garden Trader. Great add-on. This is why I'm glad we have everybody in here listening too, because they can also add on to what I'm saying. But Garden Trader just said also you can watch the seminar that we did. We did a couple days of seminar. Was that just the chat or what was that? I'd have to go find those, but those are great videos that cover the whole system. Thanks, man. My issue at the moment is I can't afford a single ATM contract. You don't need to be focused on at-the-money contracts, let alone several. So I'm going for a few strikes away to get cheaper and can still only get 1. I blew 2K and I'm on my last. Damn! You blew 2K? Man, you gotta take this more serious. You're just buying and selling. You're not trading. I'm not, and please don't take this as me attacking you. Everybody loses money. I lose money. But you're not even trading right now. You're just guessing. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be your friend, but you're literally just guessing. Please take some time to go through that stuff. I don't think you're that that way. Please focus on the content that we just went over. And if you have any questions, reach out in the trade floor. I'm tired of you guys just going to my DMs and expecting me to drop a full page response. Guys, go to the chat. That's what we're here for. That's what we're all here for. Everybody's friends. Everybody's, or not everybody, but mostly everybody in the group is trying to trade within the same system and trying to help each other out, because there's so many different things that can go wrong. But Billy, I believe in you, man. Seriously. No, I get it. You're absolutely. Okay. You're on the right mindset. Good. All right. Well, thank you for taking that the right way. I didn't want you to think I was attacking you or anything, because I hate when people say shit like that too. It's like, yeah, it's easy to say afterwards. Duh. Like, it's very easy for someone like me to say something like that to you when it's after, is what I'm trying to say. I just don't want you to take it the wrong way. But thank you. I'm glad you're mature. But take this shit serious. You're not dumb. You have the intuition. It doesn't take a smart person to be profitable. It takes a disciplined person to be profitable. And we're not really trying to be profitable right now. That's not what we're aiming for. We're aiming for stability, right? I don't think it's really fair for someone like us, who's going from losing trades and being red and being negative and not profiting, not being profitable, to profitable instantly. I don't think that's a fair turn. Nobody goes from first base to home base in the same run. That doesn't happen. They have to go to second, then they have to go to third, then they have to go to home. So we have to do the same thing. It's not really fair for us to jump straight from hitting the ball to just going back to home plate. That would be cheating. 50-10 rejection kind of working. Good looks, Leland. So it's really just about setting parameters for yourself, you know, and whether that's levels or an indicator or something you have marked off from something, I don't know, I don't care. But you need to have something set in place that you planned beforehand. Then you need to aim towards that plan that you had beforehand, and then afterwards you can review it. If anything else is done inside of that process that you're just randomly adjusting, that is called gambling. That is called guessing. Alexis said, "Oh damn, Bueller, that means you weren't the one I sent my Shiba wallet address to on the DMs?" No. No. I would never. Big old red candle on SPY that closed under today's open. Good call out by Fool. By Loof. You better be careful. I might be calling you Loof here. And good morning to anybody who I might not have said it to. I see there's a few extra people in the Discord stream now. Alright guys, I will change the chart. I'm sorry. Y'all are probably like, what the hell is he doing? Yeah, that 50-11-50 rejection came in strong. I actually talked about this short term earlier because I said if we come back up, don't just look over for a sign of life over this. You really want to see it over today's open. And they didn't even do that. They rejected. And that is that little bit of difference between SPX and SPY that everyone complains about. No, they are not perfect. They're not going to be the exact same chart. They are close. Very close. So close that I'm able to trade SPY while trading, or trade SPX while looking at SPY. But you'll see small occasions like that where they aren't doing the same thing. We never once went over today's open on SPX. But the rejection is coming in a very similar spot on both charts. So that is going to be consistent. Oh, no. I don't want to help. I don't need help. Under open, VWAP, and 9 EMA. Good call out by King Carnage. Yo, focus up. Where did Nvidia go? Did they stop finally? They did. Oh, they hit the target perfectly. Okay, we'll move on from that one. Tesla. Just kind of holding their gains. I really am focused on this highlighted zone here. I normally delete them, but I'm going to keep that one here for a while. And sorry for the crazy amount of levels. That's just how my smaller time frame chart looks. Of course, all of them will not look like that. We actually are at a pretty crazy supply right now on the weekly time frame. I'm on the daily, but this is coming from the weekly. Very nasty rejection so far. I'm just kind of spamming through a couple weights real quick. I don't see anything on those. XLK is back down and trying to hold today's open. Be very weary of that. This is the most important sector of the market. This is your tech chart. This is your Apple Microsoft sector. Everybody loves that sector. Healthcare kept falling down. They're still trying to find a low to make. This is your second heaviest sector in the market. Third heaviest sector in the market as of right now on SPY is the bank sector, financials, and they are getting some buying finally. They're back above 40.60, which is a level they lost. So possible 90% entry to the upside on that chart finally. We'll see if they actually keep up the movement. Pullback on discretionary as well. That's your Amazon, Tesla, Nike, McDonald's, Home Depot sector. Kind of the same story there on that calm chart, your Netflix Meta sector, but that one's kind of duh because, you know, Meta opened lower, and just a few weeks ago or a few days ago you had Netflix do the exact same move. So I think that chart's just tired. Oddly enough. And you have what looks like a 3-bar play to the downside after what can be seen as a 90% entry, because we closed above, we closed back below, getting a rejection of that, and we're moving lower now. This might be the ultimate lower high retest under today's open. And remember what we talked about. They don't want to make it obvious. They didn't do it this time. They didn't do it this time. Now that they faked out both sides, they actually have a chance of maybe breaking this level and actually moving down to the next zone. If held, same story. Buyers have a chance of actually moving up to the next area. So as boring as this might look, there's a lot going on here. Hey, what's up, David Q? He said, David Q reporting live on the I-95. Hope all is well, BB and BB traders. Appreciate you, David Q. I always appreciate you checking on us. The I-95. And good job, Peoples. If anybody in the Discord voice chat or anybody in the YouTube stream wants to check out what Peoples just did, go to the trade floor on the Discord. And it's not the gains that I want you guys to look at. It's the levels and the wording that he used. This is a less aggressive entry. Outside bar. Rejection of current day open. First scale. No greed. Please check out those 2 charts he just posted. I think those are amazing examples of how you should be trading when we have days like this. I think that was a perfect example. And go check that out. He's young as hell still. That's a child basically posting in there. I'm not calling him a child. He's a man to me, but it's just crazy. Like, Peoples is someone who still really hasn't been here that long, and I feel like every time he posts, I'm watching some like pro trader post. So please go review those. He works very hard to do what he does, to post what he does. He's very hard on himself. I've never seen someone as young as him so hard on himself. You're 27? That is such a lie. 27 minus 12. No, he can drink. He's old enough to drink. What's up, Rapture? How you doing? I think Peoples is 22 or 23. I really can't remember. I keep calling him a child, but he's not. He's definitely not. And good example with the stop, too. I like how you put that. Oh, you're 19? Damn, my bad, bro. I'm overestimating his age. 19, and he's out trading almost all of us. See, Peoples, you always do that thing with me where you message me and stuff, and then you're like, you pressure yourself. I always take that as a natural response of Peoples kicking his own ass into gear. And then I swear that next couple days, or that next week, or maybe something that following week, I swear I always see something I'm proud of every time. It's a good thing that you're that hard on yourself. But at the same time, I want you to be a little lighter on it, because you are pretty hard on yourself. It's a good thing, though. You care. You're passionate about growth. Nothing wrong with that. That's what I like to see. 9 reactions on a chart. That's what I want to see. I love seeing people win. I love seeing people make money in this group, but I want to promote the raw mechanics behind these trades that are being taken more so than the progress of those gains. Because that is just nuts what he posted. That right there is the moneymaker. You'll try? Good. As long as you're trying, people. That's all I wanted to hear. And honestly, people, there's a lot of people just like that in chat, just like you, where... And it's not even just like if they're right or wrong. It's just like something just doesn't go their way, right? And then they think like, oh God, the earth under me is falling apart. And then a couple days go by and I see them in chat and they're posting in like the most disciplined manner ever. Meaning in those couple days time, they kicked their ass into gear. They made sure they stayed focused. They made sure they reviewed. They make sure they went back and put themselves in a mindset that's gonna make them want to be here. Because you can't trade well if you don't want to be here. See you tomorrow, King Carnage. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for all the updates. Seriously, I always appreciate you. Give him time, peoples. We'll make it. With time, keep going. Yeah, I'm not worried about peoples, man. That's just a time game right there. I told them 100 times. I'll tell them 100 more times. If I have really bad trades, I go back and review what happened. I hope others do the same. Not me, man. When I make a bad trade, I go to the liquor store. No, I'm kidding. No, it is good to review, especially your losses, not your wins. It's good to review your wins so you know that you're able to validate yourself. Okay, I did the right thing. Good. Try to aim towards doing that again. That's a great thing to do. But you definitely got to look at your losers and go, why the fuck was I doing that? Why the hell did I do that? I appreciate you. I'm just a BB system soldier. It's your system, man. I'm proud of you. I yell at myself in the mirror, then review fool. He really does. No, you DM me while you're looking at yourself in the mirror. I'm glad you check in with me or someone else in chat, though, peoples. I hope you don't think I take that as an annoying thing. I don't. Tesla new high of day. Sure. See if they actually get past the 166s or not. God, what a week. This has been such a good week. For trading, for everybody, for trading in the chat, streaming, everything. We were all doing so well together. Regardless if you took a lot of trades this week or not, it doesn't matter. But if you got some good reps in, you got some good understanding of what happened this week, good context, I think that's more important. Because that's something you're able to take away into the mental bank and use for a different week. Hit up the liquor store and blame Weeble for stealing your money. Oh, you know how it goes. No, I'm not actually doing that. No, you're goated, peoples. Alright, let's see what's being said in Trade Floor. Sandollar, great post. He said, Bears are not in control, Bulls are not in control. Today is a wiki-wacky Thursday since open, still waiting. SPY 5 minute with the 9 EMA looks like a rolling wave. Ace said, to add on to it, and I like this point he added, core PCE tomorrow. Probably waiting for news to make the move. That is most likely correct. I would also agree with that. Because we don't know if that's true or not, but that's a very good probability. I would say it's very high probability that we are, as a market, waiting for the bigger news coming out. Core PCE, for anybody who doesn't know, by the way, there's two types of data, basically, that the Fed likes to look at. The not as preferred and probably the more famous, because of you guys have hearing its name so many times, is called CPI, right? And this is all of the inflation data. What PCE is what I like to call skewed. It's a little bit more calculated. They kind of narrow it down to what's actually causing the inflation and what isn't, and they break up each sector, and that is what the Fed actually look at. They do not care about CPI. They care about PCE. That is the more important indicator. So that is some of the information we're going to be getting tomorrow, which I think some came out yesterday or today as well as coming out tomorrow. I don't know why, but I think some of it got split up this week. But very important news coming out tomorrow is what I'm saying. So Ace is most likely correct in typing that. Tarakta said, the Bills can still ruin my week tonight. Man, everybody's more hyped about this draft. I like it. Hey, as a Bills fan, man, you just got to look forward. It's crazy because, like, as a Texans fan, like, just watching other teams, like, there were a few teams that I really wanted to see do well. It was the Lions, the Bills, and the Chargers. And the Bills, out of all three of them, were really the only one that did anything. The year before that and year before that, it was all right. Y'all lost a lot of weapons, but honestly, the Bills still look pretty good. You can't lie. Y'all probably hate me because I'm a Texans fan now. Well, not now. I've always been one, but you probably hate me now because of what happened. 17? Is that y'all's pick? That's crazy. He says, "No, I have a soft spot for Houston." Okay, good. We accept you. Hey, we got Diggs, man, so you're allowed to be a half fan. Oh, 17. I was wondering what you were meaning. I was like, that's not Diggs' number. Should you move to Texas or LA? If you move to Texas, Mel, I would love to meet you. If you move to LA, there's probably no chance you're ever going to see me. I don't know, man, because you said you have your family. You have a lot of family in LA. I remember you telling me that when we talked on the phone for a while. I think Texas would be great for you, but, I mean, really either or. I've heard amazing things about LA. I've heard amazing things about other areas of Texas. So I guess it's really just personal preference. Everyone always likes to, and you'll probably hear me do it sometimes too, but everyone likes to shit on LA because of all the politics and stuff. But LA is actually a beautiful place. It's not like politics run every aspect of your life. Still a great place to be. You just don't like guns? Yeah, you probably hate Texas then. I don't know a person here who doesn't own a gun. I think it's like against the law to not own a gun here. That's how many people have guns. Like, push comes to shove, America gets invaded, like, Texas is probably one of the states you want to be in. Misi said she lived in LA for a while, and she said it's aight. Sinful said both places have guns. Yeah, but we're cowboys, and we ride horses here and stuff. Misi said, wouldn't want to live there again, though. Lee then just straight up saying LA sucks. Okay. Where is everyone from, or where would you like to live if you aren't from there? If you don't mind crazy weather, check out Texas. Yeah, I would say us, Arizona, honestly, sometimes Florida too. All the like low states that you think should just always have hot weather end up having the weirdest weather in our country. One week you're dealing with dry hot, the next week you're dealing with wet hot, where the humidity is just through the roof, and that's just hell. And then randomly, one day it'll be like 40 degrees. And then the next day they're telling you there's a hurricane coming. And then the next day there's a tornado warning. Even though I've never seen a tornado land here. Wouldn't mind living in the Caribbean. Oh, that sounds amazing. Leland said, I am moving to Ukraine. Good morning, Unsought Devil. What's going on, man? Jake Douglas said San Diego is a better version of LA. The winds in Texas are nuts. I agree. They are definitely a little wild. Yeah, Texas weather is pretty bipolar. There's a few states like that though. It's not just Texas. There's a few down here that are just like that. Because I hear a bunch of people that I know from Arizona, and they say the same thing. I think it's just that like low end of our country, they just have insane bipolar weather. 2 positive trades this morning while touring a new daycare for my 2 kids. Ooh. Solid daycare or nah? Northern Michigan, people said. Letterbuck said he's from Wyoming, currently living in Colorado. Ah, I've only been to Colorado twice, and it was amazing both times I went. Beautiful, and I had so much fun. You also want low taxes? Then you probably want a southern state. But that's not the case in every state. It's nice in the western, blast. Eastern can be... Did you just say the eastern can be explosive? Moved to Puerto Rico for 6 months and pay no capital gains tax. Ah, smart man. I have been to Puerto Rico. I haven't been there in a very long time, but Puerto Rico is a beautiful place when the hurricanes and storms aren't tearing it up. But that is a beautiful place as well. It was good. We missed the Primrose School back in Atlanta. Leland actually holds the key to key it. Oh my god. West side of PR is the place. Okay. Leland said moving to Hawaii just to prove Bueller wrong. Have fun, man. I'll see you later. Have fun waking up for that stock market. Sorry, I typed in another YouTuber link. Any red state. Oh. You're good, VC. Curious how many people in the group live outside of the US. Ah, that's a good question. Now, Tobias isn't here, I don't think, but he is from out of the country. Jason is not here, but he is from out of country. My old image guy is from out of country. He's from the Middle East. We used to have... I can't think of his name, but he was from Australia. Starts with an M. I can't think of his name because I keep thinking Mel when I say M. The Canada guy. Yeah, we definitely had... There was a point during COVID, at least, I know for a fact, I had a lot of people from outside of the country. We had people from Australia, Eastern Europe, I should say, Western Europe, Southern Europe. We had people from Canada. We had people from South America. I had people from everywhere at one point in here. Mythin, there you go. God, I could not think of Mythin because Mel's name starts with an M, and Mel's like the main M guy in my head now. Like, if you have an M in your name, I probably think of Mel while trying to remember your name. We train drop Chicago. Shaq says Canada. Jacko is in Canada, and he was born in England. He said Canada used to be cool. Trudeau ruined it. Whatever is better than Toronto. I do love Toronto, but the government is blank stupid to be here. He just raised capital gains to 66. And yeah, they're like communist in Canada now. They're not actually, but they're getting there. They're working towards it. They're like, wait, we want you to have amazing healthcare, but we're going to make you wait months for it, and we want to take more capital gains from you. So, like, what's the point of being a citizen in that country then? I mean, you're literally living on scraps at that point. Rob Taylor says, I live in Belgium at the moment. Market open. Listen to this, guys. Market opens at 3:30 p.m. Oh my god. Bro could literally go on about his day, sleep in, go get some food, go work out, go hang out with some people, come back in, and then the market's still not open. That is a crazy, crazy time. I'm gonna go live with Rob Taylor. I'm out. Enjoy your day, then trade, and then just like do whatever. Man, that'd be an amazing schedule. 3:30 p.m. I can't even imagine that. What part of Belgium are you in? I've had a couple friends go through there. That's pretty cool to hear, though. I know when the Ukraine thing started, too. I'm not trying to, like, draw out any feelings on this. But there were a few people in here that were literally from Ukraine and in Ukraine when that all started. Which I think most of them got out, which is good. Brussels, shit weather, but it's different, lol. Now, I've heard amazing things about Brussels, though. Well, yeah, because Canada's a beautiful place. Regardless of the government and stuff. I mean, it's a beautiful place. He said talk to tech sucks while driving. No, you're good. Well, market is going to be 24/7 soon, so we'll have all day. Oh, that's true. I'm over here like saying how times are amazing. Oh my god, that's true. I actually kind of hope that goes through. Do you guys know what market will be? And I know y'all are probably going to disagree with me, but what market do you think is going to get hurt the most whenever that does happen? If it does happen, which I think it is. The way they were wording it, they sounded like they were for sure on it. It just wasn't going to happen instantly. But do you know what market would hurt the most if the stock market became 24/7? And not futures. Futures would probably do the best because those guys would already be in tune with what's going on with the lower volume sessions. Crypto, yes. Crypto would most likely take... I don't know about long-term standing because I don't think it would hurt it that much. But I think initially you would see a hit on the crypto market. Because a lot of people, when they go buy crypto and they trade the stock market, a lot of people who trade crypto trade both. A lot of the times when the weekend hits, they go invest in crypto. But if they don't have to do that anymore, you might not see that happen. Yes, the same hours would still be the most volatile. That would be on it. Oh, the market would probably still move the same way, but it'd be a little bit more stretched out. You'd probably still see the hot hours like power hour, 8:30. These would probably still be hot times. We had a contractor that was working during the invasion of Kharkiv, Ukraine. While he was on call several times, we would hear explosions and bomb sirens. That is crazy. The plumber I worked under, before he became a master plumber and opened his company, he worked overseas during the Middle East and all that stuff. And he told me that whenever he was doing like big pipes in the ground for like the bases being built, he said that he witnessed an ammo depot blow up, and he said it was blowing up and making noises and shooting off shots all night just because of the ammo depot blowing up. And just all crazy stuff like that. Mortars landing near him and being shot at while he's literally just digging a trench for plumbing. Pretty crazy stories, so I can only imagine the Ukraine stories. That's crazy though. People don't ever think about that, man. Contractors, man, when they're stuck in the middle of all that stuff, those guys have the craziest stories. Mel said sold his business and his building, closing end of June. I am done. I'm proud of you, Mel. And that was like the thing you told me when you and me talked on the phone for a little while. You were telling me about how you were getting out of all that and trying to move into America and all that good stuff. I think that's a good move for you. It might be awkward. You might not like it all the way, but I think it's a good move for you. Wherever you go. If you come to Texas, though, bro, you got to tell me. Don't move to Texas and not tell me. I still can't read Eric's name right. That makes me laugh. V. Man, I'm sorry, guys. This is so boring. I'm not gonna lie. This was so fun to watch. The early parts and kind of the mechanics of it all work, and it might lead into bigger moves. But it doesn't mean I have to be entertained. Tesla's still holding, Nvidia's still holding pretty well. Netflix actually holding pretty well considering Meta gapped down that much. That one I am a little surprised on. That should be good news for me and Nox, though, because we've been wanting to short the crap out of Netflix, but we haven't been given a good chance yet. Welcome, whoever just joined. Oh. My favorite story is the guy trying to close a cell phone tower contract during the Iraqi freedom of 2003. Yeah, didn't they think he was like a spy or something? So they like kept him for a while. He's like, no, I'm just literally here to work on the cell phone tower. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different story. That might have been a lot later on, like Desert Storm era. I will come to meet you and have some big old dinner. Oh, that would be fun, dude. I know exactly where we're going to eat if you come here. There's this really expensive place, but they have like the craziest food. Will invite my enemy along. His name is. Nah, we don't got to invite Leland Mail. You and me could just have fun. We don't got to invite Leland. That guy's boring, bro. He just like surfs and stuff. No, that would be cool. Meeting Mel and Leland at the same time would be wild. I gotta at least meet Leland. That's like the one person I have to meet. And then do that. Oh, almost threw my phone off the table. And then do that meme from the plane where he's like, I just want to shake your hand. I just want to shake your hand. Bro's literally scaring an entire flight of passengers. I just want to shake your hand. You would have to take them to Little Woodrose for the turtle races. I'm too young and immature to meet Leland and Bueller. Yeah, we can't meet yet, peoples. You gotta be 21. But when that day comes, that would be cool. Meeting peoples on his 21st birthday, that would be pretty cool. It's like just ditch your family and your loved ones and just come hang out with some people you have on Discord. That would be cool. That man had too many rum and cokes. Hey, but it worked. He got kicked off the plane. Here's the 15-minute. I probably need to promote this more, guys, but when we're sitting on the 5 and 1 minute, I'm just kind of talking back with y'all. You don't need to be sitting on the 1 and 5 minute that long. Sometimes you need to jump out to the 15 minutes to get a better view of what's going on. The 30 minute is a great example as well if that's your cup of tea. And then just sometimes randomly going to your chart, switching it over to your daily time frame chart, and just reminding yourself what has happened. What did we just do? We rejected the halfway point of our recent drop. If you go from the high to the low before a buying move happens, the fib that occurs shows us the halfway point. That's what we rejected. That's what we pulled away from. Today, we are now testing 497.20s, and we're kind of holding above that right now with this slight candle. That's it. We just have a candle that's barely staying alive above this level. We have nothing else going on. Nobody's really wanting to jump in to make the next big move because there is no need to jump in and make the next big move when we have big data coming out tomorrow. So this candle really doesn't need to do much, but the positioning of it will open up your mind a little bit more to different scenarios. So now that we're sitting here and you go back down to your smaller time frame chart, you'll remember that 497.20, and you'll remember that 506.60. You'll know this is kind of the range we're stuck in right now. If we pump up today or tomorrow, we know the very first level is 503. Besides the 500 like level, of course. But it's just good to do that stuff so you keep your mind in the right place and just kind of be aware. It's really just for awareness. But it's good to jump out to different time frames, just kind of remind yourself what is going on. The hot tub, do a hot tub stream. Shake my hand now. He said you guys would talk about beers and oil changing and shit. No, I would not. I'm not even a big car guy. Do I like driving fast cars? Yes. Do I know anything about them? No. Oh, beer though, that's a different one. Data tomorrow and Google plus Microsoft reporting after close today. Damn, that is a very good update. Thank you for re-adding that in there because I didn't even think about the earnings, even though this is a really big earnings week. But he just brought in the Google and Microsoft reporting after close today. Wacko said, what? Did someone say cars? That is a very good thing to say, and I'm really glad you reminded me because I wasn't even thinking about it. But yes, earnings, I would say that's probably more important. Especially because of the stocks that are being reported on Google and Microsoft. Those are major market movers. Squirrel. That's a car, right? Right? I said Tesla new hive day. Great call out. Prop Street. You've been in the Discord streams too long. Yeah, there's music in the other one. I wish I could figure out a fix on that. Wait a minute. I just broke my own brain. I can do this. If people in Discord actually do want music, I actually do know a bot that can do that. And I already have it, I think. It's in the other server, though. One of my, like, private servers I just use for, like, notes and stuff. Let me go find it. Oh, here it is. The SoundCloud bot. It's an app. Okay. Hold up. Let's fix this. App directory. SoundCloud. Add app. Continue. Alright, now how do I set this up? Hold on, I gotta scroll to the top and find it. Thanks for inviting us to the party. To get started, try /play. To see all commands, try /help. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. We can't do this today. I probably need to go set up a playlist that actually has music we can listen to in Discord. And then I will invite it the next time we stream. But next time in Discord, there will be music. I promise you. I just realized there is a fix for that. Y'all will probably prefer the music on Discord, though, because you can actually play copyright stuff, whereas my stream on YouTube, I can't play that. Which sucks, because I wish YouTube allowed that. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna leave the chart on SPY real quick. Give me like a couple minutes. All right, I'm back. Bueller play Ram Ranch. I don't even know what that is. Good post, E and Eric. There's no toilets in the metaverse. All right. There's just nothing to update. I've just said the same thing over and over. Basically, we're looking for moves over this, but we have to worry about this now. I'm more worried about the open of that green candle, because you know how we draw supply and demand. This is kind of like our high of day supply at the moment, and then your today's demand is like right here. You're like stuck between these two levels now. It's a good song about cowboys. I'll take your word for it. Okay, I'm having to work. Have a good day, y'all. You too, peoples. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate all your posts in the chat and your guidance and all that good stuff. Appreciate you. Oh, thank God he's gone. We can enjoy ourselves now. Nah, I'm kidding. Peoples is a good kid. Crazy how he got back to these levels. Completely ruined my plan, but still put the levels hitting. Yeah, you suck, Lee. Then fix your game plans. That's what I was saying though too. Like, even though it went past what we were looking at with your levels, it still went up and touched all of them, or not all of them, but it went up and used them still. Listen to it off stream. I think I'm fine. I don't even know what it is, but y'all sound like you're trying to put me in a trap. I'm not listening to something called Ram Ranch. Ooh, good look, Sandollar. I like how you put that. I was looking at Trading Floor when you posted that. Double hammer formation on the hour time frame, 8 minutes left. Good eye, Alexis. He's looking for what might be a bullish hammer holding on the hourly, but he's got a few more minutes. And damn, it's only been 2 hours, but it feels like a lot longer. Maybe just because they haven't left the range. Let me see what you're seeing on that hourly. Sorry, people's mom had to get me to do something. You should call Leland up or someone that always makes the stream not seem so long on slow days. I don't like to bother the guys, man. They're all on their own schedules. I know my guys. Like Leland, if you guys didn't know this already, I'm trying to breathe. Leland doesn't get in the market for the first 30, 40 minutes or so, you know? And I don't want to bother him. And then other people like that too, like they're on their own schedules. They have side jobs they work on. Like not all my guys are just traders, you know? And I think that's a cool thing about them too, is they're not just trading. So, but I'll try to remember that for next time. I'll try to bully someone to join me. I probably could have asked Jacko, but I'm trying to give him some time too, because he's busy setting up his business right now, and it's a lot. If Sinful wasn't at work, that would have been cool to bring on. He'd be pretty funny to listen to. Who else? Who else would be kind of funny? Honestly, Green Candlestick would be a good one. There's a few others like Eric and people like that. Be pretty good ones. One of these days, I'm just gonna have one of these streams where we have like 50 people talking. Bully Bueller Trades. Eric was just saying that so I would say his name. He said or someone. The or someone is Eric. Eric or Adam. That's how well I know my people too. Like I don't just know y'all's usernames and your aliases, I know your real names too. So I remember y'all's name. I remember both aliases from Discord, YouTube, and the real name. Oh. Alright, back off the hourly chart. I've been staring at that too long. Buyers are stepping into that kind of initial 5-minute supply of high of day for what I was marking earlier. Lee then said, "Oh yeah? What's my real name?" Leland's real name, believe it or not, guys, is Edward. Weird, on your hourly looks like a morning star. Yeah, I have the extended hours off. It might be making it look a little different, but the candle should be the same. If I wasn't at the to get labs done, I'd hop down. Nah, you're good, Eric. And any day I'm not streaming and you guys still want to like join the voice chat, you're allowed to. If you're one of the leaders in chat that I've talked to separately, you're allowed to go in there and just do whatever you want. The Erics, the Green Candlesticks, the Wacko Jackos, you know, those kind of people, they're allowed to go in there and just do whatever they want. They've earned that. Leland is Zach Morris. I could actually believe that one. No problem, Alexis. Yeah, you too, Alexis. You're totally capable. Totally capable of going in there if you want. If anything, I urge you guys to do that. Any day I'm not here, any day that the chat's just not super active, like, go do you. Oh, my bad. I didn't get to say bye to Bill. He said, I'm out for now. I gotta pretend to do some work. I'm gonna definitely revisit those videos. Thanks, Bueller. See, that's a rare occasion, man. Someone new joining our chat, instantly finding problems. He instantly starts losing money, but he's not trading our system yet. And then, like, instead of taking it the wrong way, he took it the right way and is just gonna focus on studying and reviewing and making sure he can get the system down and then work towards getting back into taking trades again. You know, not just jumping right back into it. But that's a very rare occasion. Someone taking criticism the right way, like, because I really wasn't attacking him. I really have seen what he's been doing in chat, because he's not like an older person, like he's new in here, so I was trying to track him a little bit, and I could tell he was just focused on too many other things. But I could tell he's a great guy. I could tell he's passionate about learning, and he wants to grow. I don't think he's a stubborn person or anything like that. Definitely not as stubborn as me. Yeah, very rare occasion we see that. Sometimes you gotta swallow your pride and just take it that you're the one making the mistakes. And it's not really that it's a mistake, it's about what do you want to do from there. You just want to keep saying you suck, or do you actually want to grow? I guess we'll switch to some other stuff. I really don't have anything else planned to look at. Nvidia is finally slowing down. We got some lower highs against the 822s. Google's still working its way back up. Very impressive. Berk B working itself back up. How are the banks looking then? The banks got to be coming up to some extent. Yeah. Tech's not looking too good. Everything's just trying to like find its footing, it looks like. As soon as like 3 or 4 of the sectors start grinding up, one of them starts falling down rapidly, and vice versa. It's like they're cycling out as they're just trying to hold the ground. He says, I don't buy mistakes, I just pay the market for humility. Lessons on humility, that is. I'm like, look, every sector started working up. Tech started falling. Now we're rejecting the supply. Right as SPY could have broken out to the upside, it all started reversing. It's just those sectors, man. Honestly, if y'all want to get better at reading SPY, click through these more. I think you'll start becoming more in tune with how the price actually moves. But yeah, today's definitely a settle type morning for the first 2 hours, that's for sure. Now, this isn't to say you can't have a lunchtime move or an end of day move. Do not ever take that into account. This could be setting up for something end of day for all we know. Could just range trade all day. But don't ever take that opportunity away from yourself. This day has so much opportunity left in it still. And if not, then whatever. We save it for tomorrow. Welcome, Hollow. How you doing? Sinful said, market is rigged. And right now, SPY is rejecting the high of day supply right now. Just got a little temporary zone drawn right there, and it seems to be hitting it and slowing down. Like we said, tech slowing down, even with the other sectors grinding up. This is causing this reaction on SPY. On the S&P. And there's 2 levels I posted today, or I guess 3 if you want to count them all, for the watch list today. It was SPY levels. Watch 498.10 to 498.32. That's those 2 levels down there at low of day, as well as 499.33. And you could see, even though we're 2 hours later, we are still trading around these 2 levels. I like that, Eric. I like that. High key, if the market stays positive, FedEx calls it kind of good short term towards this resistance again. Poor Ulta. That poor thing. Ignore me if you don't care about swing trading. I'm just looking at some of these bigger time frame charts real quick. Just reviewing some of the movement. I would say the daily time frame is probably my favorite time frame. It's just so clean how patterns work, and it is slow and you have to be patient. You gotta wait for things to confirm and not confirm and all stuff like that, but man, daily candles are so nice. I do have a potential higher low from the low of day, but we are still fighting this 50-11-50 level on SPX. Eric said, I am not at my computer, but I believe we have a 7-year... No, I think you're right. I think we do have that. Let me go check it again. Or I'll just go to the daily updates channel. I don't have to go to the website. Yes, you are correct. The 7-year... it says... Yeah, 1 o'clock EST. So noon my time. So an hour and what? 22 minutes? So yeah, there's a little bit more news today, but I haven't seen as much reaction from the 7-year or the 5-year or the 2 or 3 as much as I have the 10 or the 30. But we'll see. I've definitely seen reactions from all of them. They definitely can cause some, especially when the news is wild, like if it comes out and they just weren't expecting a certain drastic change, then it just causes like a quick drastic change on the stock market, on the equity market. I need to be looking at the dollar more too. I need to add this to this account as well. No, not a hashtag. What? Dollar sign. Here we go. And this is just a good rule of thumb, guys. Please do not take this as like every time it happens it has to do this. But basically, and this is just a quick, simple way of explaining it. Basically, when the dollar goes up, the equity market comes down. When the dollar goes the opposite way, the equity market goes the opposite way. It's just how it's supposed to work. But it isn't perfect. It's never going to be perfect. You're going to see them go with each other some days too, and that'll cause mass confusion. But normally when the dollar goes up, the equity market goes down. When the dollar goes down, the equity market goes up, because you're seeing a transfer of money between money markets. And right now, you do have a pullback, but we're possibly at a short-term support for the dollar. So this is also waiting for some more movement. But just a cool rule of thumb. I don't know if I'd use that 100% of the time. It's not so accurate that you should use it every single time you get a signal, but I do like that as a kind of just confluence look, just to be a little bit more aware of what's possible, where the momentum might be. But the dollar has done some rallying over the past couple weeks, so maybe it's just slowing down and the equity market's given a chance to re-rotate back in. Good morning, Sand Dollar. Just checking in to hit the like button. I appreciate you, man. I was actually reading a ton of your updates in the Discord out to everybody, so I appreciate you. Thank you, Sand Dollar. Hope you're having a good day, man. I'm sure you are. You always know how to make the best of it. But yeah, a lot of amazing updates by Sand Dollar as I'm talking to him just now recently in the trade floor too. So if you guys want to go peep those, you can. I liked your other post where you put the lower highs and higher low, just kind of looking at it from a comparison look. I like that you do it like that. Someone new might look at that and be like, oh my god, how is he seeing everything? But someone in chat who's been trading the system will be like, oh, okay, I see. He's trying to isolate the lower highs and the higher lows, and he's trying to track trend. I like that. Which right now you actually have a little bit of a lower high from high of day and a higher low from low of day. So we are in an actual squeeze. A squeeze is when you have highs and lows converging into one point. And yeah, thank you for that like, because we are almost at 50 likes on the stream again, which is a lot. Let's see. My man, time expired from my keeping it back on canvas. Back to the original one. Thanks for playing. And next week, I want to try to do the same thing. I want to try to have streams going for almost every single day next week for Discord and YouTube. I want to keep this going. I want to keep people on the right track. I'm never going to sit here and say I want to make people profitable. It's not really my goal. My goal is to give people stability, structure. It's up to you guys to be profitable. But I think a lot of you guys are working towards the right goals. None of us are looking to be... I mean, I know we all want to be rich, but we're not looking to be rich. We're just looking to take good trades that make sense to us, that we're comfortable with, so we can take them again. That's what we're aiming for. Yes, it would be cool to get rich. I won't argue that. But that's not what we need to be having in mind. Oh, I'll do call-outs. I'm just not going to be sitting here telling you, oh, you should buy this contract, this exact cent, and blah, 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 blah. That's why we teach this stuff. Go over what contracts are the best. We go over how to trade so you can make those decisions on your own. I don't have to sit here and be like, yeah, do this, do this, do that. We don't have to micromanage as much. Everybody's able to react at the same time. That's what we need to be aiming for. Mel says he is sitting cash. He does not like the move. I like that. So I think tomorrow, Mel, if you don't get anything tomorrow, next Monday is going to be the greatest day ever. But you will most likely get some movement tomorrow. So I think tomorrow you're going to have a great day. Everybody here should have a great day tomorrow. But like I said, this could just be gearing towards a lunchtime or end of day move. Whether it's a fake out or not. The wicks on the hourly are crazy. That's what Prop Street just said, Carter. So you do like the music more. We're actually playing a, believe it or not, Japanese Lo-Fi Playlist 2022. That's just the name of it. I don't know. It sounded good to me. He said, I had my music going with you on Discord and my brain was about to explode, so I came in here. That's funny. Basically what I'm telling you is I was going crazy. Man, you know one thing I miss about working in plumbing is going up to the parts shop and bullshitting with all the guys that were there. Those guys were so funny. I just like randomly was reflecting on what if those guys figured out who I was, like they knew what Bueller was. Would they come in here and type? Some of those guys, man, you'd be so depressed going to your job sites and so mad at what you're about to have to do. But then you'd go into that supply store and they would like freeze time. They would make it seem like your day was going great. I miss those guys. Those people are bliss, bro. Facts. I just like randomly thought about them. I'm like, man, what happened to those guys? He says I know because I am one of them. If any of those guys ever showed up in chat, I would hook it up. I can shit talk all day long. Not even that though, like they were just uplifting people. It was so cool. Like they knew how to like mess with you, but at the same time like in a good way. It was awesome. I feel like too many people like make jokes nowadays and they're like condescending. But these dudes, man, they were hilarious. They would get you in trouble because you were at the supply store too long. You couldn't even name the supply store. I only remembered it because my friend sent me a snap, and he works at a different company for like really crazy stuff. And sometimes they have to have like valves and stuff, so they order parts from Ferguson. Ferguson is the place I used to go for supplies. But those guys were the best. Living the dream is the icebreaker combat. Yeah, just bad behavior, exactly. But no, these guys were funny. You could be having the worst day of your life. As soon as you go into that shop, you'd forget about it. Well, I mean, you'd remember as soon as you walk back out because reality would hit. But for just a little bit of time, you would be sane. And guys, we might be getting a bearish retest inside of the range, but I don't want to get anyone excited as we are still holding today's open. If you want to go add that dotted line, you can. Just click today's open, edit it, and then make it like a dotted line just so you know it's a little bit different. So I like this because it's a lower high of the high of day. I like that it's rejecting the supply of the high of day, but we don't have a break under today's open. So if you want to look for some shorts under this and look for some targets at every high or low, here, here, and here as targets, great job. That's the only potential trade I see popping up. If they do end up holding this and popping a new high, there is a chance they go up to 501s. So just keep these two scenarios in mind. But again, the market does not have to move right here, right now. It could just fall back into place and just chill. But these are two potential trade ideas I see. That's really all I see, though. Chuck says, oh yes, I deliver uniforms to those guys from mechanic parts stores to your plumbing parts stores. Ferguson was one of my larger accounts. Those guys would keep you there and crack you up with story. Yeah, Ferguson part supply guys, dude. I don't know where they find these guys. All of them are amazing. Well, most of them are amazing. That's a pretty cool story, though, Chuck. That's pretty awesome. Okay, I need to head out. Happy weekend, everyone. It's time to fly. Remember, money and your broker ain't real. Take your profits out and buy experiences. It's the best. Good job, Tobias. Thank you for spreading that message. I appreciate you, man. Hope you have a great rest of your day. What is it with our EU traders, man? We always have like amazing people who are from the EU. Like, not just like in terms of like they're good at trading, but just, I don't know. They like come in here and they like to be uplifting. Kind of like what I was talking about the Ferguson guys. That's like our EU traders. They come in here and they're just so uplifting and try to give good advice and stuff. It's very nice. Discord chat's pretty dead. I don't blame it though. The amount of movement we're getting. I think I'd prefer to see it dead right now. I like that too. I like that everybody in my chat, it was really strong in like making their own decisions. Like if they don't want to trade, they don't have to be here. I like that. I don't care if the stream gets 10 views or if there's 2 people paying attention. Good. Don't be here if you don't want to trade. I want you to be able to make that decision. Spy 1 minute head and shoulder forming, possibly. Alexa said he entered light poop. Just be very careful of the today's open. We are still above that. If we get a breakdown of that though, Alexis, you're looking pretty. 499.19. Any pop over this current day high though, you got to be very fearful of, because there's nothing above it till 501s. They're definitely tired against that high of day though. Multiple rejections. But I would like to add, every time they've rejected, they've also made a higher low. So you got both sides of the fight happening right now. They're definitely not making it easy or obvious. Mikey says keeping his cash today, earning for 5% annual interest day profit, not bad. Definitely don't blame me on that one. A slightly higher open on a 1 minute candle. God, every time that Discord noise goes off, it freaks me out. What's up, Mike 2? How you doing? Oh, we have soundboards in here. I could have been messing with y'all this whole time. Okay, so everybody in Discord, people on YouTube are not going to hear this. This audio is one of my friends. He did this to mess with us. I thought it was the most hilarious thing ever for stupid, audio soundboard, whatever. But this was pretty funny. So at one point when he first started getting into soundboards, he would literally like talk sentences and actual responses that he would give to us, and then he would just click the buttons to answer us, and it was the funniest thing ever. Just talking to us in sentences on a soundboard. Since a quiet day, marbles. I don't know. I haven't been able to get it to work. Ever since that update, they messed it up. I can test it, but I haven't been able to get marbles to work. Like, I can get it to work to where I can play a marble by myself or do like CPUs, but I can't set it up like we used to where it was a list. It even saves my list, but it doesn't put the names over the marbles, and it doesn't start correctly. I backtested it. I think VC backtested it too. Like, for some reason, mine doesn't have an option to change it back, and I have no clue why. I even went back and update to try to do that trick where you can delete a new update, go back to the old files, and then play it that way, but it wouldn't work. He's lying. He just doesn't want to play. Oh my god. Gonna make me open my Steam. Somebody was like, can you stream your games or after you're done streaming socks? I was like, I don't know. And then you just hear me talk smack about marbles the whole time. No, marbles is pretty fun. I liked it because you guys liked it. They're on season 51 for marbles, by the way. I don't know how that works. But just so you know, I have been updating it over and over, so I don't want to hear any smack talk about me not liking marbles, because I've been updating it over and over and over. Alexis asking Mel to press the sell button so the market falls. No, I think Mel was serious. I think he might actually not touch anything. That's what they all say. Who's all? Who is these all? Anybody been watching any cool animes or shows or movies that I need to know about? Y'all need to watch that one I was talking about on Netflix. That one broke my brain, dude. Y'all gotta... Let me go find the name of it. Nope, that's not the movie or show I was thinking of. What is the show called that I watched? Not Three Worlds.
Plant that right foot. What are you doing?
How do you see your history on Netflix? Is that a thing? Hold on, I'm trying to find it. You have to watch this.
1551.
Oh, Three Body Problem. That's what it's called. Three Body Problem. Three Body. Yeah, y'all gotta watch this. This was crazy. The whole time I'm sitting here trying to call out the end. Oh, and Spy's breaking out as I'm trying to talk about Three Body Problem. You watched Poker Face last night? Was that pretty good? Food Wars? There we go. Spy Hive Day. Go call out Fitz. Thank you for being on task while I'm over here talking about TV shows. Spy only broke out because I was off topic. There we go. Finally some movement. And these were the one of two possibilities we talked about from this area. I was a little worried for bears here just because this looks so good for them. Like, from this candle on, it looks so good for them. But they kept making higher lows. They're holding today's open, so they had that little bit of meh kind of holding them in, you know? So it looks like they should hit 500 and maybe work towards 501s, but we'll see. Every pump has been rejected. Every dump has been bought back up, so I wouldn't be surprised they also just faked it. Oh, you're watching it, Alexis? Good, good, good. It was kind of fun to watch because it's from the creators of Game of Thrones. So you'll notice some Game of Thrones actors in there too. But it wasn't anything like Game of Thrones. It was just cool that the same people made it. Very trippy. I definitely think some of you should watch that this weekend. Bull Trap? Yeah, I mean, it definitely can be. I'm not going to deny you on that one. With what we've seen today and the past couple days, definitely possible. I'm just really glad to see not a lot of people are taking too much risk today, because I just don't think today is one of those days. Will we get movement? Yeah, of course. Will we get amazing movement, though? Maybe not. Plus, I think tomorrow is going to be a really, really good day, and if today and tomorrow both end up being one of those days that just isn't anything super special, I really do believe it's setting up next week for a really, really good week. At least the beginning, at least. I don't want to say the whole week. I'm sharing this meme that Sinful sent. Father pays look-alike to take DNA test to avoid paying child support. Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne. Hey, what's going on, Jerry? And anyone else who might have just clicked. Just kind of watching a little bit of it break out. I'm just glad none of my friend or whoever know I was a lie detector. Nice little breakout to the upside here. Let's look at the daily again one more time. Go to the daily and just kind of get a good review of what's going on there. And just like we talked about, got that rejection of the halfway point of our recent dip. And then from there, we're just kind of holding what can be seen as a potential higher low of 497.20. So it's just a small buy reaction so far. If we get some more information here, that'd be amazing. But good sign of life by buyers at a good spot of the chart. This is them filling that gap right here. This is them now reacting as a higher low of the bottom right here. So this is like the low after they filled the gap. They jumped up. This is the impulse move. This is them coming down holding support. This is the BTD setup. It just needs more time, more information. Really good show of hands by buyers today, though. Even though they got the lower open due to all the earnings and all that other stuff, but it doesn't matter. Let's go to the briefing website real quick just to get a quick view of what is going on. So basically every sector is weak today. But what's moving the market? We have a sharp rise in market rates after the advanced GDP report showing weaker growth and higher inflation. Big losses in large cap tech names after Meta said it would increase blah, 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 blah. Digesting slate of earnings news from other names like IBM and Caterpillar. And also fears about growth and higher rates after this morning's data playing into the selling activity. I'll screenshot that and put that in Discord chat as well for anybody who wants to see. Hey, just getting off work, about to jump in the shower. Good luck, everyone. Talk to you later. See you later, Jerry. See, that's what I'm talking about. We got so many people like that who, even though they only have a couple minutes in their day to be here to talk to us or to look at something or just to be present, they will do it. Even if it's just 3, 4, 5 minutes, they will do it. There's a lot of amazing people in chat. Whether you are super active or not, you were definitely noticed. I think Jerry lost his role. Right? I don't know how that happened. I fixed it. All right. AMC VWAP. No. It amazes me how many people are using VWAP now. Because that was probably like the only popular like day trading indicator I saw in the beginning. And it's like years later, it's like now everyone's using it. Which, I don't know, VWAP is insanely popular regardless, but it's crazy how many people are using that now. I don't think it's a bad indicator. I think it's a great indicator. Let me see. Alexis, my bad. I will look for you. Oh man, I just messed myself up. Let's do 5 days in an hour. So he was asking, would the earlier candlestick be a early sign of life for buyers? Yes, it would be, because you have an indecisive candle here. It's not really a perfect hammer. I must be getting a different chart than you, because I'm not seeing two hammers. I'm seeing just one indecisive doji. But that still kind of adds into what you're asking, though, because what does the next candle give us? What is the rule after a candle like this? We get an indecisive candle, we get a push up beyond it. Well, that's bullish. Buyers after indecision is bullish. So yes, you could definitely say the signals you were calling out earlier, you could say that added into the early sign of life by buyers today. Yes, 100%. And remember what I said earlier, like if you go back in the beginning of stream, we really did talk about this a lot. We talked about how they love to make fake lows, they like to make these fake highs, and then try to make their trend from there, because they have to create liquidity on these fake breakouts. If everyone is bearish, no one is making money. If everyone is bullish, the price is not going up. Someone has to be wrong, right? So if they give us an obvious drop, and everyone in their grand mal is ready to short, how is it going to be able to go through the next target? It's not. It's literally impossible. It's not going to be able to. It doesn't have the momentum. It doesn't have liquidity. It doesn't have anything going towards that, right? If anything, they're going to end up getting trapped, and then even just the short-term buyer could have screwed all of that. Then what? Well, they brought it back down again. They're pissing everybody off. They don't want everyone to go long. Of course, if it isn't going down, it's going up, right? So they gave us two fake outs just to give us a better, clear direction. What do they do after these fake highs and lows? So we have our open. Here, let me mark with actual levels. We have our open, we have this low, we have this fake high, right? What do they do after that? We get a higher low from this dip. They continue that trend, and then they finally pop a new high. So now you have a profitable trade you can go for. Well, opportunity, I won't say trade. But it's just cool to think about that, because they don't do this every day. I'm not going to say that. They don't do this every day. But they're going to do this a lot on days that are too obvious. Like if we gap down a bunch, it's kind of obvious everyone's going to want to be short. Even if we don't know where we are on the daily. So, I believe that is why we got a good low and a good fake high here, and then the higher low. I believe this right here, I believe this was our indication that it was ready to be bought. And then this was kind of like a second signal of like, hey, not only are they above open, they're holding it now, which they could not do before. So I would say this is kind of an early sign, your hourly candle you're talking about, and then the hold of today's open. But you could see though, we really still haven't moved up that much. We just hit 501, or just under 501. It is on the extended hour. Okay. But yeah, I would still say yes to that. I would still say yes, that helped. Remember, stacking your confirmations. If you can get multiple things telling you one thing, that gives you a higher probability. So if you have like a hammer at a support and then you get a retest beyond that, that's multiple things telling you that the price wants to try and go up. And vice versa. But guys, I think I'm going to end the stream here. I appreciate the 4th stream this week. I tried to go 2 to 3 hours on each of them, so it would be worth it for everybody who is in here. But thank you to everybody in the Discord stream. Thank you guys for being here and adding in your thoughts into the chat when you can.
Thank you to everybody, as usual, on the YouTube stream. You guys are amazing with the updates and trying your best not to be biased and just kind of calling out things and just trying to stick to the system. And really, like we said, trying to trade like a computer, trying to trade with conditional formatting, with parameters set, not trying to just do random things. So seriously, I love the progression by everybody in here. Maybe I did need to stream more, but seriously, either way, I'm really happy to see everybody working harder. And even though some of you guys are still making some mistakes here and there, they're a lot better than what we were doing before. Like when you guys come at me and you're like, I just took a 10% loss, but I don't feel affected by it. That right there, huge sign of growth. You're able to take trades, you're able to take the loss, take the punch on the chin, and then move on from that. I like that a lot. So thank you guys again. No problem, Candace. I'm always happy to be here. Thank you for being here, Candace. And guys, later, I'll see you on. Love you all. And I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, so do not hold me to that promise. But we'll see if I am or not. Either way, there will be charts posted, updates posted, all that good stuff. It won't be a ghost town. So we'll see you again tomorrow. If you want to tune in tomorrow, please check out the Discord. A lot of great people in there. There's still a lot of great people in there today. So if you're still not bored and you're still trading and you're still going through things, go ahead and go post in that chat. A lot of people in there still looking at stuff. And try not to push your opinions onto others. It's good to have opinions, but maybe not force them onto others. I do request that from all of you. So thank you guys again. Thank you guys for keeping this chat one of the best. I appreciate each and every one of you. Love you guys, and I'll see you later on. Have a good day.